The Gachiakuta creator Kai Urana addresses manga piracy.
Yeah, so apparently she said, basically, someone asked her a question, like if reading her manga via Discord is legal or if it's like a good way to read it. And she said that was illegal. And then I think people kind of got at her for that. They were like, oh, some countries, manga isn't even available officially and blah, 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 or some people just can't afford it. So she basically responded saying she understands those problems, but she also doesn't want manga to become devalued. And she said, like, when people are used to reading something for free, they're used to always getting it for free, basically. So even if an official version comes out that you can purchase, she feels like once people are pirates, they're always gonna pirate. It's probably true to an extent. I wouldn't say for everyone, but I could see what she means by that.
I don't think it's true in this sense because sometimes that's the only place to get it in certain people's situations. So like if there was a regular way, like I don't think people would mind paying $2 to $3 a month for like a manga app that has like, I'm pretty sure Shonen Jump has something like that where you pay a couple dollars a month and you get access to everything. And there's people that pay for that, but they need to just make it more available and piracy would go down. But I feel like it's also strange because piracy definitely helps because people are reading things and then they're watching the anime, and I don't know. I can see both sides, but
I mean, I will give her this. She created Gachiakuta, which like that's pretty available from what I understand. It's not available in everything, but it's a big series. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't know what this person was that was reading it in Discord. They could be in like, I don't know.
I'm just trying to be like devil's advocate for a second. Look, the piracy thing, bro, it goes both ways. There are studies that have shown like people who pirate are more likely to end up purchasing something because they like quality basically and they like to own it, which is definitely true. But also there are people who read on free sites that were never going to pay regardless. Like, let's be honest. There are
but those people were never going to pay.
Exactly.
But if you make it accessible to everyone, then you'll get a good
people
portion
willing
of
to
people
pay
that are. Yeah. If somebody's willing to download some CD manga app on their phone via side loading just to get their manga, you don't think they would download an official app and just pay the $2 to $3 or whatever a month if they could? Of course they yeah. But the issue with those manga apps is like it'll have just shonen and it won't have like other manga. Like, I wish there was one app where you can just have all the major distributors stuff on there and you just pay. The more people you pay for or you subscribe to, you pay more. Like, so it would be like a flexible like app where it's like, all right, you want some Kodansha stuff, you want some Shueisha stuff, or you just want some random side studio shit, the price fluctuates. I don't know.
A wise man once said that piracy is a service problem.
Yeah.
Do you know who I'm referring to?
Not at all, but I agree.
The guy from Steam, Gabe, what's his last name? Newell. He's famous. He had like a famous quote that said basically, and this was like before I think even Netflix was really doing what they're doing streaming wise. He was talking about games back then. But he was like, yeah, piracy. He basically said what you said. The more convenient you make the official version, people will use it.
Yeah,
people were using LimeWire before, and then streaming became a thing, and now we just use Spotify. Like,
yeah, there's always going to be people that are like, I want to download it and put it on a CD and put it in my car. Then you do that. You illegally do that. That's fine. There's always going to be somebody, but the percentage will be very minuscule. It'll be a niche thing if you provide the people what they want. So I get what this Gachiakuta manga artist is saying. Yeah, too bad if you don't have it in your place. That's your shit out of luck. But nah, it shouldn't be like that.
Pretty much each of these arguments has a like, yeah, there's something there. I think, I don't know, at least for me, like these manga sites, this is how a lot of us got into it in the first place.
1,000%.
So
like if you're a kid, you can't afford to buy or pay for something like that. So
like,
it gets people to watch the anime.
Like, I wonder if I would be as into this stuff as I am if I hadn't been reading on free manga sites, basically. Does that make sense?
Impossible.
Yeah. Because like Western stuff, you can make the argument for that because we already have access to it. But literally, I mean, reading scanlations because the whatever you wanted to didn't have official scanlations, it's a common thing even today. Back then it was much more of a thing, but it was much more of a necessity. But even today, there's still things that you're gonna want to read. Also, sometimes when these manga companies in the West like pick up a new license, the scanlators will stop so they don't get in trouble. And then so you might have to wait for the official company to catch up to to what the scanlators were up to and beyond.
Damn,
So that's happened a bunch.
that sucks.
I feel like she was getting cooked, so she had to come out and be like, I understand that part, but at the same time, I feel what she's saying though.
But it's on the execs of these companies to like make it more accessible. It's not on her. She's just the creator.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know why
definitely.
they don't want money. Like, there's definitely people that would pay. Just get an app going, get it translated to multiple. Like, if I was literally one of the head of the manga companies, I'd go to all the other ones and be like, "Yo, let's go in on an app."
Maybe there's friction there. Why don't we do that here in the States? There's friction there because the companies are like, no.
Yeah, but they don't really. I don't.
One
What
thing I will
parallel would that
say-
be like over here?
One thing I will say is, some of these, like some of the companies in Japan are owned by the same company, like they're under an umbrella company, but also they do collaborate sometimes. It's rare, but some of these different manga publishers, they collaborate sometimes.
Yeah, they definitely should collab on an app and make it accessible. And shit, maybe even, it sounds crazy, but hire some of these damn translators if y'all can't find them, and have them just whatever language they've been doing, put them under your umbrella. So then now you have them working for you. So there's no reason for them to do their own site, and then you give it to the public. It sounds crazy, but it just might work.
The only industry I've heard of something like that is gaming. Sometimes like people who've worked on mods will get
Mhm.
hired by the official company to help in some capacity.
Yeah, I don't see
But-
why not. Like, if they're already translating it and the translations are up to par, like, and you're building out an app, I don't know. It would be nice. A hub to read all the type of manga you want all in one place.
We'll see. Things will develop, we'll see.
That'll never happen. We ain't gonna see shit.